We're good. Welcome to Blunders Podcast. My name's Art Kai.
I'm Vic Van Tran.
Vic
Welcome
Van
to the
Tran.
podcast.
We're here. We're in a new location.
We're in this modern art museum.
Yeah, look at this gallery.
Yeah.
What do you think about this gallery?
Very modern Asian American, like Mike said.
A little bit.
Yeah.
I mean,
very what?
this is Italian.
Hip hopized Asian stuff.
Is this hip hopized?
I guess so.
I feel like it's very not hip hop. I think he's wrong, but I also think he's right. There's few things in here that are hip hopized, but not everything.
Yeah, it's a vibe. It's a vibe. It's not explicit, but
yeah. Do you feel like you're a millennial? This feels like a proper podcast. We're like at a studio. There's like a table here.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is out of necessity. We did not choose to be here. Our vibe might be off. I feel more professional doing this.
I know. I feel
Weirdly.
like I'm being interviewed, like for a job.
Yeah. So what's your 5-year plan?
More podcasts. More blundering. More of this.
That's actually your real answer for a job interview.
I'm hoping one day to start a podcast.
A huge podcast. What about this job? Nah, just podcasting. I'm here to podcast the rest of my life.
This is a means to an end.
That's how I feel.
How's your week, Art?
Dude, my week is busy. I haven't been doing a lot of comedy, which kind of sucks. I feel like every week I like have a plan, and I'm like, I'm gonna do this many mics. I'm gonna like go to these shows. I'm gonna like do these comedy related things, and then the week happens, and I don't do any of it.
Oh, what do you mean?
Truly nothing. Like I don't go to any of the mics because I'm like too busy. Because I like things going on. Like I'm podcasting right now.
Yeah, but this counts as a comedy thing. I count this as a comedy.
This is
thing.
a mic.
Yeah, because I try to do like a comedy related thing every day, even if it's not doing a mic or a show.
Right.
This counts.
Give me another comedy related. What can I fill my time?
Making clips.
Oh, haven't been doing that.
What's another thing? Writing, like
haven't been doing that either.
Comedy related things. Yeah.
I have some premises that I would like to eventually try out when I eventually go to a mic, but here I am, you know?
I wouldn't say that counts. Ruminating does not count.
Yeah, I do a lot of ruminating, and then I regret. But I do feel like I'm getting over, like, I had really bad allergies last week.
Right.
Yeah, so that's sort of what's going on.
I had bad allergies for 30 years.
Yeah.
I mean, I had to get surgery to get rid of my allergies.
Do you feel like the surgery, it was the septum the whole time?
Yeah.
It wasn't ever allergies?
It's probably a mix of both. I think they probably like compounded into a bigger problem.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A bigger sinus problem.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Right. I've been convinced to do Netti Potting. I haven't done it yet, but I think I'm going to do it.
You got a bidet?
I got a bidet for my nose.
It's a bidet for your nose. That's what it is.
Have you Netti Potted before?
I do it all the time.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is it gross?
It'll feel gross, but it does help. It is like relief.
Do you have the pour one or do you have the squeeze one?
I got the pour one.
Okay, that's like the OG one.
Yeah.
Where you have to like do it at an angle.
Yeah, but you got to make sure that you use like boiled or purified water.
Like distilled water.
Distilled water. Yeah, not boiled water. Don't pour boiled water down your sinuses.
But you have to boil water before. That's what you do, right?
Yeah, because there's like a very, very low
bacteria
chance of like a bacterial infection.
Sure.
It's like a brain-eating bacteria.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that dies with heat? I'm like curious if that even dies.
Well, I think it dies like at 100 degrees.
Oh, okay.
You know, like boiling water.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Whoa. Okay. So you like it though. I'm like fascinated by it because I didn't know how much people liked it. Like it really clears you out.
Yeah.
And it's like it's just like snot. It's just like
yeah.
phlegm.
If you got a lot of snot and shit back there, it'll
like the
flush you out.
The other nostril.
Yeah, it works exactly how you would think it will work.
But it doesn't like come out your throat.
It does a little bit, but you have to
God.
like angle it and then sort of like maneuver your throat so it's not going down your throat.
And luckily, I am the throat goat, so this seems doable for me.
You are, bro.
I'm the throat goat.
You got like 4 feet of throat.
Well, I meant like my head game is insane, but my neck game.
Your neck game is even better.
My neck game is great. Yeah. My throat game, yeah, sure.
Uh-huh.
Dude, I'm gonna try it. I'm a little nervous. I think it'll freak me out. It like feels like you're drowning, right?
I mean, I guess if you want to like look at it very pessimistically, yeah, it feels like you're drowning, but it's not that bad.
I'm like real nervous to do it, but I think it'll change my life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of bidets, I installed a bidet in my girlfriend's apartment last night.
Oh, this is you guys are getting serious. This is real. That's real.
Yeah, if you want to take the next step, baby,
Install
you gotta
bidet.
freshen up.
Did she take it as an insult? Like, do you think my butt's
No,
stinky?
no, she's Japanese, so she should have had a bidet from a long time
Oh.
ago. Honestly.
Was she like, you're racist?
No, she got one. She had me install it. She could have done it by herself, but
Right.
I guess it was like a relationship test.
She wanted to see if you're a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you like, oh, you brought back your toolbox. And you're
Dude.
like, I got this.
I'm like, oh my god, bro, I'm getting heated, dude.
Just thinking about this.
I'm on my hands and knees. I'm like, I'm unscrewing her toilet seat and
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
And then she's asking me like relationship questions while I'm doing the bidet. I'm installing the bidet. She's like, how does this feel? I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah.
She's like you know, doing handy stuff around the house for me, even though I probably could do it myself. I just want you to feel like
A man.
I just want you to feel like
She
you're
said
fulfilling
this?
your role. I'm like,
What?
what are you talking about? I am installing a bidet. What do you mean how I feel? I don't have any particular feelings about a bidet. It's a task.
This response is exactly. She's like, yeah, he's ready. We're ready to move in together. This is what a man. What a man response.
What are you talking about?
Babe, I don't feel anything. Ever.
I didn't feel anything. And then I felt weird for not feeling anything. I'm like looking at the bidet. I'm like, am I supposed to be feeling particularly warm or closer to her?
Yeah, you
through this
should.
bidet? How do you feel right now?
Again,
I don't
that's-
fucking know. I'm on my hands and knees.
That's such a guy answer.
I think I'm right.
Yeah. No, I mean it's valid.
Yeah.
It is funny though. You're like, I don't feel anything, babe.
And so
Let me fucking install this bidet, okay?
And so she also dropped in. She was like, you know, I want to let you in. Like I want you. Like I want.
Dude,
I'm
this is
letting
amazing.
you install the bidet, even though I probably could have done it myself.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay. I mean, yeah, she's pretty.
I didn't want you to
handy.
feel like a
She
pussy.
prides herself on being handy, so I believe
Right,
that she
right,
could do it. But then one of the screws, her toilet seat, like I guess it was
Ooh.
old and like
Yeah,
rusty. And, like
rusted all that piss. All that acidic
Yeah.
women piss.
Probably, bro. Women piss is especially acidic.
That's why it always tingles when you taste it. Again, I'm the
Anyways.
throat goat. Tastes a lot of
That's
piss.
why they're always getting those UTIs.
Yeah. All that yeast is eating away.
Yeah.
Dude,
well,
crazy.
the anchor to our toilet seat snapped in half.
Oh.
And then so we had to pry it open. And
Like
we
pliers.
couldn't. We tried pliers. We tried a wrench, but I couldn't get the angle on it.
Yeah.
And then so we
This is amazing.
were both taking turns. We couldn't do it.
I'm loving the story.
So I was like, go get me like a pair of like rubber gloves.
You guys should have brought in a third man.
No. We didn't need it. We
Oh,
didn't
the
need
gloves-
it
the
because I
gloves
put
worked.
on the rubber gloves and I used my fucking grip
Yeah, you're
strength
like, yeah.
and I fucking loosened up the bolt.
And
The
you've
nut
been,
myself.
you've been working on that grip strength. I
Hell
see those
yeah,
arms.
bro. Yeah, I've been gooning, bro.
Yeah, death gripping that dick.
Yeah.
It is now a numb
It's all
dick.
practice for the rusty toilet.
The rusty toilet, and you got it.
I got it off.
Let's
I got it off, and
go.
I installed the rest of the bidet.
That's amazing.
Didn't spill a drop of water.
Right.
And then I looked at her, and
She was
there's
like, "How's
no
it?"
way she could have done that by herself.
Yeah. And then she was like, "Do you love me more now that I let you fix my or install my bidet?"
A little.
love me
She did have a moment. We were eating dinner.
You're welcome, babe.
We were eating dinner, and then she was like, "Thank you for installing the bidet." And then she like looked at me with, you know, like sincerity. Like she,
Yeah.
you know, she
Did
felt,
you a favor?
She felt particularly close to me because I did that for her.
This is a thing though. Like I think women seeing guys do things, it does something to them.
I think
Like
so.
like
yeah.
labor, like physical labor.
Right.
I think there's something in like primal brain that's
Labor
like
of love, like literally labor of love.
right.
But like her face, I could tell that she was really feeling herself.
She was winking.
And then I just didn't like the.
She was licking her lips.
I didn't like the earnesty in the moment.
Oh
so
my God.
she was like, "Thank
break the
you.
tension.
I appreciate you." And I said, "Yeah, keep that pussy wet, girl."
We fucking. Nice, dude. Nice response to a wholesome moment.
It felt. I'm not comfortable in those moments.
Yeah. I can tell.
I always feel like I have to like
Reciprocate.
break them.
Oh, like break the tension.
Yeah. Those moments
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
tense, and my instinct is to say something stupid to like break it.
I mean, this is just fitting her response of like her not feeling like you can open up to her.
I open up all the time.
Yeah. You open up that bussy, but not your heart. then that's the most important part, not
What's
the pussy,
difference?
guys.
What's the difference?
Oh, you're right. There's a direct link from your heart to a man's pussy.
Yeah.
It's called the
What
prostate.
what is a heart but a bussy?
Yeah, pussy of the chest. You're right. Pussy of the soul is the heart. Come on in, babe. Come into my pussy of my soul. Damn, that's an amazing story. Where, in a weird way, I feel like you guys probably did become closer.
Well, yeah, we will get closer because
Yeah.
that butthole will be clean now.
You can finally approach it.
Yeah.
Get a little taste.
Finally get to see what that's all about.
The forbidden fruit. Damn, that's amazing. Hey, congrats to your girlfriend. Bidet is life changing, I will say. It
Yeah.
kind of ruins all toilets. in
Right.
America.
You get accustomed to it. You get spoiled.
Yeah, like you go shit in the office and you're like, well, there's no fucking bidet here.
Yeah.
I'm
then,
disgusting.
And then the rest of your day until you can get home to your own bidet, you're unclean.
Yeah, and you feel gross.
You feel
I
gross.
can't sit anywhere. I feel bad sitting here
Yeah.
with my outdoor
There's
office
just a
shit.
little bit of pull and friction between your butt cheeks, and you know exactly what that is.
Oh yeah, it's bad.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Yeah.
Also, like
That's
traveling.
from your Mediterranean lunch.
Your free Mediterranean lunch. Can't even enjoy it because it's coming out of your butt and staying there.
Mhm.
Though I feel like going on vacation's hard too.
Oh, yeah.
Because if you're unless you're in like Europe or Japan.
Japan, yeah.
Right, but like if you're even places in Europe, they don't have bidets. So you're like a week without a bidet, and you're like, I'm disgusting.
That is disgusting. And I've been saying
Yeah.
for a long
I'm a
time,
fucking
Europeans are disgusting.
They're gross. They don't use AC either.
Ah,
Probably smells terrible there.
probably, right? Whenever the Europeans came to the not the United
The
States,
French.
the Americas,
Yeah.
then the Native Americans complained that they all
How
smelled
stinky.
horrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they probably are smelly. They
Yeah.
are stinky.
Speaking of smelly, do you know why Chicago is called Chicago?
The Windy City. I've heard different tales. Oh, wait, Chicago.
Yeah.
Why
The
Chicago?
team was Chicago. I think like the Dutch or someone came,
Uh,
or some colonizers came. All right.
Yeah.
And all the Native Americans, they had like bountiful land because it was on the river, the Chicago River or whatever.
yeah.
And it was just like so much vegetation, right? And they kept calling their land Chicago. They're like, oh, Chicago, Chicago. And all the Europeans were like, oh, the problem means like beautiful land. Like this is Chicago. But the Native Americans were just calling a certain plot of land Chicago because that's where they planted their onions. And so it actually just means onions.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so everyone's like, Chicago, beautiful land. Like, no, it's just onions.
Onion Town.
You fucking idiot Europeans. Stinky.
Do you know why it's called Windy City?
'Cause the politics.
Right, somebody told me that.
Yeah, I hate that.
And somebody told me it's
It's
because
stupid.
the politicians could go either way.
Yeah. If you pay them off or some bullshit.
Yeah, but I looked it up. It's called the Windy City because it's windy.
It's literally windy.
That's why.
It's on a big lake, Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what is it?
I
What is
don't
the
know.
origin of that?
I think that's one of those, like, I feel like a lot of cities do this, where they, like, try to, like, keep a thing to make them sound unique. It's like, yeah, it's windy because it's, like, not what you think. It's because of the politics. Al Capone was here. You know?
I like
Jazz
Houston's
was here.
nickname, Space City.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah,
Oh, because of the NASA Center.
Yeah.
I've been there.
I mean, that's awesome.
The
Space
Stennis
City?
Space Center.
Yeah.
I've been there.
Wait, you've been to NASA?
Yeah, I've been in that. Yeah, I took a tour of it when I was in college. I was president of the Physics Society.
And bro, that means you were like down the street from me.
What? We could have
Yeah.
hung out.
I know.
Have
We
you
could have
been-
potted.
I know. Back when we were in college.
Yeah. Would have
Would-
been a very different podcast.
Yeah. I'm like, dude, I actually don't think we can
I don't
be
think we
friends.
would have gotten
Yeah.
along, actually.
Really? In college? What were you like in college?
I was very withdrawn. I was like kind of weird. I was like an incel.
Sure.
Yeah.
I was getting a lot of pussy, so.
Good for you, brother, at your all boys college.
No,
Getting a
all
lot of
boys
pussy.
high school. I went to a
Right.
co-ed college.
Uh,
No, I got a normal amount of pussy, I guess.
which is none.
Well, oh, yeah. Yeah, what is the average amount in the world, do you think, for dudes?
In college, around that age?
Yeah.
I think I'm closer to the norm. I think 0 is closer
yeah.
to the norm.
In terms of like worldwide, probably
Yeah.
closer to 0. I feel like maybe in America, which is a little more sex positive or whatever, it's probably a little higher.
yeah.
Probably like 5. No,
Right.
body count? What are we talking about? I'm talking
Like-
about, yeah.
In college?
I know a lot of my friends, they slept around a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, like probably close to like 15, 20.
Well, I think they were probably on one extreme spectrum.
Right.
One
I hung
end
out
of
with really cool
the-
people for sure.
spectrum. Yeah, because like, what's that manosphere thing? The 80-20 rule,
What's that?
where I think like 20% of men get all of the women.
Oh,
and
right.
80%. Yeah.
Yeah.
There probably is some truth to that.
Sure. Maybe. We should have hung out, though.
Yeah, we've become a
could've
manosphere
changed you.
podcast.
Let's
Let's talk about how to raise your value as a man.
Yeah. What do you think?
Buy a Ferrari.
Buy a Ferrari. Get a lot of pussy.
Mm-hmm.
Crypto.
Begin sex trafficking in Romania.
Oh, in Romania. Andrew Tate style.
Yeah, Andrew Tate.
There's a power vacuum there because he's gone. He's in jail.
Oh, there you go.
We gotta move in.
Another hole to fill in Romania.
We'll start a bunch of comedy clubs. That's how we traffic women and men because we're feminists.
Equalists.
Yeah, we actually care about men's and women's rights, but we don't care about human rights.
Yeah, we'll oppress anybody.
Yeah, anybody.
We'll oppress men's
any
rights,
race.
women's rights. Yeah.
Anybody. Wait, did you ever go to the Stennis Space Center? Did you ever check it out, like tour it when you were a kid?
Oh, I guess I'm thinking of a different space center.
There's one called Stennis.
Oh no, I didn't go to that
It's
one.
less like a museum, more like that's where they like fix satellites
Oh, whoa.
and like do research.
I didn't even know that was there.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though.
Yeah, I don't think you should be saying this on a podcast. It sounds like a secret.
That I went to a space center.
Stennis Space Center?
Yeah.
I've never even heard of it.
I do think they
I think that was
actually-
supposed to be for you.
It is pretty close to Lockheed Martin because everyone kept talking about Lockheed Martin. I probably shouldn't be saying that either.
Well, now you work for the military.
Well, no. I work for Post Malone.
Uh-huh,
I've said it
yeah.
many times.
You make the walkie-talkies that explode, right?
That's-
The ones that killed Hamas.
they didn't work, obviously. It's still,
No, they worked
it's
very
still,
well. It
well,
was
in Lebanon.
oh yeah, Lebanon.
How did I know
yeah.
where? I don't know. No, I actually got a lot of messages. They were like, "Were those your walkie-talkies that exploded?" I'm like,
Really?
No.
You got messages?
I got a few, yeah.
From like clients?
Like friends. No, not from clients.
Friends.
Friends who knew I worked in that.
Right.
certain
Yeah,
industry.
you seem like you call your clients your friends.
Isn't that what clients are? Anyone who pays you money, that's your friend.
Friends of the company. Friends of the pod.
Friends of the pod. Thanks for listening, you Lebanese people. Sorry about the walkie-talkies. Hope your pockets are okay. Your money pockets. Give us your money.
Yeah.
Anyway, what were we talking about?
Hope you're not listening on an iPhone right now.
Yeah, if I were you in 2 weeks, I would ditch that iPhone.
Yeah. If we had
We
an
got some
enemy
plans.
podcast, I would make a clip of people listening to their podcast and splice it to clips of those phones blowing
Big
up.
blown up. The idea of an enemy podcast is very funny.
Yeah, we should get an enemy podcast.
Who is it? Flagrant 2. Those are our enemies. Nah,
yeah,
I like them
yeah.
too much. Andrew has such good takes.
You know, I opened for Andrew Schultz a few times,
What?
like years and years ago.
In Texas?
Yeah.
Before he was like Andrew Schultz?
Yeah.
Whoa.
I opened for him, and Mark Gagnon was his opener.
Oh, I know Mark Gagnon.
Yeah, nice guy.
He's all right.
Oh, yeah? You got beef with
I got some.
Marky
Well, I
Mark?
got some. I don't have beef with him, but I
He
have Mark.
recommended a book to me that I liked.
I have Mark Gagnon stories.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah,
I
I
got
hosted.
one. I got one.
Oh, a good one or a bad one?
No, it was good. They told me they were giving me unsolicited advice after the show.
He did that to me as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, they told me can't be afraid to fail.
Oh right, we talked about this.
Yeah, so I've been failing ever since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't take his advice. Oh no, you have. You
I
took his
did.
advice.
I
Well,
took
too
it
much.
religiously.
Yeah, a little too to heart.
Religiously, Yeah.
I think I was wearing. I think I told you this. I was wearing like overalls with like a red hoodie, and he kept.
I've seen that outfit.
Yeah, he kept calling me Mario, which I was like, that's fine. But then he kept going into like, Asian guys Mario. What is he like Japanese? Like he kept like going into the Asian thing, and I can't remember what he said, but he said something about like me being a samurai. And I was
Okay.
like, all right, it's getting a little annoying. A little microaggression. I didn't say anything, but I was like,
Yeah.
nice. But it was like he was doing it, and he was kind of bombing.
Right.
And people were like, what? What is he doing right now? He's going for like the lowest hanging fruit,
Yeah.
you know? But hey,
Mario
sorry,
is
Mark. It happens.
Italian.
What?
Mario is Italian.
Yeah, it was made by the Japanese. So what is he? He grew up in Japan. It's like Lindsay Lohan in Africa. Is she black? I don't know. in Mean
Lindsay
Girls.
Lohan is African?
In Mean Girls, the movie Mean Girls.
Oh,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
right,
Not
right.
like in real life.
Like Elon Musk. He's African. He's
That's
white.
true. In my mind, he's black.
Mhm.
The first black CEO. The richest black guy.
The richest black guy in America. Richest black guy in the world, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The richest African.
That's why I bought a Cybertruck. I'm just supporting black
Yeah,
businesses.
black businesses. Independent black businesses. I'm gonna start. That's funny. I'm gonna start saying that. favorite African? Elon Musk.
Supporting black business.
He is like weirdly pale. Is he like albino? No.
Probably, yeah. I guess, that's what happens when you don't have a soul. Even his kid is evil.
Which kid? The trans
the
one?
one. Oh yeah, he has like a ton of kids, right?
He's like 13 kids.
The one that's like in the White House, the one that like bosses Trump around.
Oh, he's like his little kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like always
like
on
Daddy
his shoulders.
says we could do whatever we want. Yeah.
What a weird family.
I know.
Anyway, enough about Elon Musk. Do you have any blunders for this week? I got 3. I don't know how big they are.
Here,
yeah, one that's...
You can rattle one off, and then I'll have one in the chamber.
Well, one you were there for.
I was.
Yeah. Do you remember? Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay, I guess we'll talk about it. So we went to a play reading, right, together, and we sat in the same row as a bunch of the playwrights' friends.
Yeah.
And I was at the wedding, the playwrights' wedding, and the friends were all there.
Right.
Right. And then one of the friends was like, "Oh, did you give a speech at the wedding?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I did." Blah blah blah. We were talking about it. And then she was like, "I made a speech too." And I was like, "Oh, cool, nice." He's like, "Do you not remember my speech?" And I had to be like, "No, like I don't really remember much of that day."
Right.
It was also like really echoey in there, like the audio was
like,
bad.
"Oh, were you drunk?" You're like, "No, I'm sober."
I don't actually drink at all. You just are not a memorable person. But no, she like made me feel bad. I felt bad. She was like, "Do you not remember my speech?" And I was like, I didn't say no, but I was like, I mean, the audio was bad. I don't really remember much of that day. And then I was like, I tried to save it. I was like, this is actually something I remember. I was like, wasn't your dress like pinkish? And then she was like, oh, there's like pink flowers on it. I'm like, oh yeah, like I remember your dress. And then she was like, and then her friend was like, that's what all the bridesmaids wore. So it wasn't easy. And I was like, oh, come on, dude, what are you doing? Don't do this to me. I'm so embarrassed.
Damn.
So that was a sort of a blunt.
So
what a weird thing.
She asked, "Do you remember what I said?" No, but I remember that bad.
Yeah.
I remember what you were wearing.
That's a weird thing to say, though, right?
What she said?
Yeah. Like, do you not remember? And like, she was like offended that I'm like, dude, that was more than a year ago, I think.
Yeah, it was like 2 years ago.
That was 2
we also
years
talked
ago.
about it on this podcast. It's the one where you cried.
Yeah, of course.
That is weird.
Do you think that's rude of her to do? Was my reaction like, should I have remembered? I don't know. Like, should I be annoyed by this?
Yeah, she put you in a weird spot. I was there. I didn't sense any tension.
Okay. Okay.
Maybe you
were at the end of the group,
I was
though.
listening. I remember this conversation.
Yeah.
I remember the thing with the dress.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dress, I was like, no. In my head, I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was like, oh, well, I still remembered.
I met them before.
Yeah. No, I like them.
Yeah, they were nice. I
hope they listen and we can talk about it, because I feel like her intention wasn't to be rude or like to like point to like.
But you
point
felt
it out.
slighted.
I was like, hey, what the fuck?
Yeah.
You know.
I think in those moments you just gotta like lean into it.
Yeah.
You could just be
so
like,
yeah, it wasn't great.
Yeah, I don't remember. Maybe it was a little better. I would have remembered.
I thought it was so bad that I forced myself to forget. Actually, like, you were so mean.
Yeah. You don't remember me?
Yeah.
No, we live in New York. Nobody remembers anybody. We
right?
see 1,000 faces a day.
Right.
Yeah.
So I felt bad about that.
Yeah, I did remember them though.
No, I think they were a little offended.
Why?
People are weird like that.
It's probably, you know what? It probably meant a lot to her because that was the only public speech that she's ever given in her life.
I think she mentioned that.
And we do it nightly.
Right.
If we're lucky.
And then she asked me, are you like really famous in Hong Kong? And I was like, that's the other guy who gave a speech.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's funny. She thought I was
that is funny.
Oh, she don't remember me.
Yeah. She completely misremembered you. She mistook you for some other Chinese person.
Right. And I was like, there's 2 people who gave speeches.
Wow.
So how's the other guy? And I was like, I tried to make her feel better. I was like, oh no, it's okay. Like we all sat on the same table. You know, like he gave it right after me, or like I can't remember who gave it first, but like like it was back to back kind of thing.
It was an awkward conversation. They weren't much for. They weren't conversationalists.
Yeah, I knew.
They couldn't host a podcast at all. I can tell you that.
Let's get them on the pod. Let's get them on.
Get them on the pod.
They
one of them lives in my neighborhood.
I know.
Yeah.
That's the one I really like because I've had good conversations with her.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm not gonna dox them, but yeah, she's cool.
Yeah.
She works in like emergency medicine, which is kind of coal.
Right, and the other one is like a pediatrician.
Yeah, like a pediatric.
Maybe that's why. Maybe she's just
oncologist.
used to talking to children. She like froze up.
She's like, you don't remember me? That's time out. Go in that corner and sit and think about what you just did. Like, all right, dude. No, I think when we start talking about work, then the conversation's kind of a dud.
Right.
But I guess their jobs are kind of interesting.
Pediatrician.
Yeah.
Emergency medicine.
Yeah, I feel like I had a lot of questions about that.
Yeah.
And then another one was a pharmacist, or works in big pharma or something.
Oh, we have interesting jobs.
Yeah, we rarely talk about it. I guess I just talked about my job, but anyway, that's a blunder.
And stuff. I feel like that's interesting to people outside of comedy.
Dude, I was just speaking of. There's this guy who has started. I'm not gonna dox him, but he has started going to open mics, and he started vlogging about going to every single New York open mic. And he started to like rate and like comment about these open mics.
I thought you said rape.
No, well, who knows?
That is the natural progression of open mic.
Yeah, New York City open mic, any open micer really. It's not when, it's no, it's not what, it's when or whatever. How's that go?
Not if, but when.
Yeah, for us.
Yeah.
I'm just kidding. Anyway, what was I gonna say? Oh, so he started like reviewing open mics.
Okay.
And I'm watching them, and I'm like, he's the type of dude who thinks like open mic comedy, like doing comedy, pursuing comedy is the most interesting thing in the world.
Right.
And I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, it's really not that interesting. You know what I mean? I'm watching these vlogs, and I'm like waiting for the interesting stuff to happen, and I'm like, it's really not. It's literally what you'd expect it to be.
Most people have no idea. They have zero clue.
But I think they watch one episode because he's doing multiple episodes.
Oh, and they get
watch
it.
one. They're like, oh, this is actually kind of boring.
Episode 1, sign up, sit.
Yeah, sit. Wait
Episode
2 hours.
2, sign up, sit.
2 hours, and then try things you wrote down.
Yeah.
And then
he made a vlog about literally the most mundane part of comedy. Yeah.
But I think he is fully convinced it's still the most interesting thing in the world.
Yeah, well, that's
what a dumbass. That's what I'm. If you're listening right now, stop. No, I'm kidding. Pursue your dreams. Whatever you want to do.
No.
Maybe I'm missing something.
Quit while you're ahead. I gotta start doing that. That's the advice I gotta start giving people. Is just like
quit while you're ahead.
Yeah, because people have started to reach out for advice.
Oh, for advice.
Yeah.
You're at that level. That's how you know you made it.
But bro, I last night I had 2 messages last night.
Whoa.
Of
wait, that's good. That's good.
Ask me like, hey, like I'm very new, or I'm starting.
Yeah.
Or like I'm a couple years in. Like, what should I do? I'm literally on the train after bombing for a check spot, like the lowest of the totem pole.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't know, bro. I'm struggling too, man.
My advice: quit.
Yeah.
Get used to failing.
You can't really tell them like. How would you handle that? If comics ask you for advice, like, hey, here, I'll give one example. This girl reached out to me, and then she said, hey, we met years and years ago in college. I see that, you're doing comedy.
Yeah.
You've opened up for a few people, blah, blah, blah. I'm thinking about starting.
Yeah.
What advice would you give me? How do I avoid bombing? I know it's a part of it, but how do I avoid bombing?
Okay.
How would you...
So I've been asked this a few times.
Yeah.
And I got to the point where I was annoyed of saying the same thing over and over again. So
Yes.
I made a Google Doc of how to start doing comedy. It's not how to like write or like how to deal with bombing. It's literally just like what to expect after like doing open mics.
Oh, good. Yeah.
So I just sent that link. It's what do you expect?
Oh, smart. Yeah, that's good.
It's literally just like do 5 to 10 spots a week. Like don't care too much about what spots you're doing. Just like try to do as many different kinds of mics and just like be chill, meet people.
Yeah.
Start your own show. Keep writing. It's literally it's what you'd expect. It's just like what everyone kind of knows and talks about on every single podcast. So I'll say that.
You should just send her that vlog.
Oh, that guy, the guy. Yeah.
This is what it's like.
Yeah, this is boring as hell.
Yeah.
No, it's literally just a Google Doc I just send to people, and that's to shut them the fuck up.
It's very efficient.
Yeah, I was tired of typing it out. But yeah, I mean, I would say all that shit. I would say the bombing thing is like it's gonna happen. So just just keep trying, I guess. What do you say?
I said this long ass thing
Yeah.
about like you're gonna bomb. You just gotta get used to it. At this point, the only advice I could tell you is just to get up and perform as much as you can.
Right.
Blah 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 blah. Watch a lot of like comedy.
Oh, right. Watch comedy. I'd say also like watch the open mic so you can avoid all the hacky stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like get the rhythm and the mechanics of like a
Cadence.
setup punchline joke.
Right.
You know?
I think they're low-key asking how to get past the New York Comedy Club, though, when they're seeing you at the New York Comedy Club. You know what I mean?
Well, I would tell you, but then everybody I've told, they won't email in. Art?
Wait, name names. That was like 2 days ago.
Anyways, I wrote this long thing. I was being very generous. I was being very generous with like my time and my thoughts and stuff. And then she like didn't even say thank you.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What'd
I also wonder, like,
what'd she say?
So she.
This sucked.
So she has like a disability.
Oh.
And so I just gave her a fair warning. I was like, doing comedy, it requires a lot of travel. You're gonna be in a lot of bars. You're around, like, sketchy ass people.
Damn.
Drunks. You're gonna be performing for drunks. It can literally be dangerous sometimes.
Whoa.
Because it can. I'm just giving fair, objective warning. So I was like, just remember, like, there are other avenues that you could perform comedy through now, like YouTube or TikTok. You can be online. And then she was like, oh, I'm already confident in my online voice. I just want to know how to get better on stage.
Oh.
And I was like, okay, well, then all I can say is just, do it as much as you can.
Yeah.
And then
she left you
never
on red.
got anything back from
Whoa.
Yeah.
Damn. She thought.
I sent her a long, a long ass thing, bro.
She probably was a little offended that you're like.
I think
assuming.
She was. Yeah, I think she was a little offended.
Assuming that her
which
voice
is insane
was
because I was so. Look at all this that I wrote.
Yeah, so nice. Oh wow.
Look at all that.
Wow. I see her name. Should I dox her?
Nah.
Should I dox her?
I was
Meredith
I was
Dietz.
really on my. She can teach me a thing or two.
Yeah.
I was really on my soapbox.
Damn.
Jokes are the building blocks, the single cell organism to the comedy ecosystem.
Oh my god, dude. Holy shit, he's poetic with it. Whoa. Oh yeah. That's what every book that's about stand-up comedy is about. It's like it sounds like that.
Learn to write a fucking joke. I mean, you can't say that. Learn to write a fucking joke, get on stage, do it as much as you can.
I think even like you don't even have to learn I feel like when you first start, it's like even telling them to learn how to write a joke is unhelpful because I feel like you kind of learn after years of doing it. Like you can't force yourself to learn right before you do it. Like that sort of feels like a trap almost.
Yes. Yeah.
It feels like if you worry too much about that, it's gonna like you're gonna put too many expectations on like the joke writing, and you're not gonna like understand. I don't know.
I agree.
Cares,
yeah,
right?
I think it's just more of like a direction.
Right. Just like be open to learning. Kind of thing.
Yeah. And also, like, let's say you go up for the first time and you have your jokes and it bombs.
Yeah.
Instead of focusing on the wrong things, like, oh, this is the audience,
the
or
audience,
what I was
the
wearing,
room,
or whatever. It's
the
like,
host was weird. Yeah.
No, it's like literally, it's your jokes.
Right.
If it's not working, it's your jokes.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
That's good advice.
Yeah.
Can't believe she didn't say anything. That's crazy.
Yeah, a little peeved.
Well, yeah, it would be.
Peeved.
You should take the doc and just send it to them next time. That's literally why I made it, because people were like, "Hey, people are asking me to ask like how to start. I don't know how. So like, can you tell them? Like, oh, just send them this doc. Just send this doc.
Right.
Yeah, I think it's a pretty decent doc in my opinion, because it's just like honestly how it works in New York City. In my opinion.
I'm trying to think of the craziest thing that I could say.
To like
how to start doing comedy.
Fix your disability. No, that'd be insane. Then you'd be the rude one.
Yeah.
I think Jamie Wolf tells people to, if they want to start doing comedy, the first thing they should do is get a gym membership and get like really high. I think that's what he tells people.
Yeah.
That's kind of real, especially nowadays.
It's true.
It sucks. You said you were feeling down about comedy. What was going on? What's up?
I was just generally down. I'm just like a depressive person, I think.
Tell me the play we watched didn't make you hyped? The ice cream we ate after?
Ice cream was good. The play was good. Yeah, we watched our friend do a table reading of her No, not a screenplay. Just a play.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Although, I don't know how she's going to do it on stage. There's so much food involved. You know?
I guess, I don't know what its like intention is, like how far they want to take it into development, but like hearing the inception of that, of how they polled a bunch of people and then wrote a story around their answers.
Yeah,
like they polled a bunch of people about like their identity and what being Thai means to them, Then they took all those answers.
Wait, I didn't know that. I didn't know this.
And then they created a story around those answers.
Whoa.
So like,
Well, that's incredible. I didn't know that.
yeah, like the theme and all that came before the story,
Whoa.
which really is usually not a good idea, I would think. But that's what Anne did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doxing her.
Oh yeah. Shit.
That's okay. And wrote a cool play.
Yeah, she wrote a cool play about being Thai.
Thai identity.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was very.
Yeah,
There's a
it's
lot of
called
Thai.
Tied Up and Gagged. The Ann Chun experience.
Yeah. Whoa.
Tied and pegged.
Now we're really doxing her.
Tied and pegged.
Thai. Yeah. What was I gonna say about it? I thought it was it's very Thai. Very Thai. Some words I didn't even understand. You should go see it if it comes out.
Yeah.
Retired.
The main actress, she couldn't really read English.
The main. Oh, because I think she's like straight up Thai.
She was like very Thai, yeah.
Which makes sense because her character is literally like a Thai restaurant. Like she's from Thailand, right?
Yeah, but it kind of, I'm not gonna lie, it took me out of it a little bit.
Ooh, because you can't read. Oof.
Yeah, like some of the inflections, some of the cadences, it's just like, oh, this is. Wait, when she started speaking Thai, I'm like, damn, she's a good actress.
Yeah. You're back.
But in English, it was like, oh no,
They should flip it.
this is a child's play.
It should be
Child's
Child's Play. What's up, Drake? It should. They should flip it and have it be about, like, I guess an American person who moved to Thailand. Oh wait, no. How do I say this? Wait, so she's a Thai person who moved to America. So she, you know what I'm saying? Like they should reverse the languages.
Right.
So it's like, because they can do that because it's French food, I guess.
Yeah, they can do that with AI.
Ooh.
Can't tell Thai without AI.
Speaking of AI, I'm
What's
glad
up?
you brought this up.
Yeah.
Here's a blunder that happened to me. You know how I talked about that guy who commissioned me to like make a thing and he accused me for being AI art?
Yes.
Dude, okay. So I just remembered today that he actually commissioned me before, like, to do another thing.
Yeah.
And he sent me what he wanted, and it was 100% AI.
AI.
Yes. This same guy.
So he made AI art, sent it to you to make yourself.
Make it, basically just trace over it.
Yeah.
And like,
just so he could say that it was made
and
by a real
cleaned
artist.
it up. Dude, I just remember that. I'm like, what a fucking, what a fucker.
What a virtue. That's a new type of virtue signaling.
What a fucking
There's AI
loser.
virtue signaling.
I know. What the hell?
AI white knighting.
Yeah, right?
Wow.
I'm such a good guy. It's like, you're not.
Whoa. So he just paid for like a label
Yes.
to say like this was made by a human, but
yeah,
not,
100%.
but it's not a human idea.
Right.
Wow.
So that's So two projects. First
Yeah.
project he sent to me, and I made it for him, and it was all literally just trace over the AI. Well, it's crazy because he didn't even use it. I
Yeah.
guess I'll just describe it. So basically, he sent a picture of like a pinup girl, like from like World War II magazines, like the sexy pinup girls.
Right.
But it was clearly AI. Like the eyes were all fucked up and shit.
And those boobies
The
were
boobies are all
huge.
weird. They're all had fingers in
He's
them.
got 3 boobies.
yeah, 3 boobies.
12 fingers.
He sent that to me, and he was like, "Yeah, basically do this." And I said, "Okay." So I made it, and then I sent it back, and his band was like, "That's a little too sexy for me, like for us. It's a little too like
Too
objective."
sight. This band sucks too.
He was like, "It's a little too like objectifying this woman."
Oh my
So then I remade the logo.
Yeah.
But before, I guess I missed this part of the story. So before I started working on that AI person, I actually made another one that's less sexy. That's more like he wanted like a robot, basically, a robot
Right.
woman. So I made one already, and he was like, "Oh, actually, just make the one I sent you."
We can't objectify AI robot women. They are objects.
We've lost society. It's over. They're not even objects. They're like an
Yeah.
idea. It's like not even like a waifu. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
yeah.
it's not even okay. It's not even real. But anyway,
Excuse
so-
me, you're objectifying my sex robot.
made to be objectified. But so basically he was like, go back to the robot. So I had to redo the fucking robot that I already sent him. So
That's
basically, this guy sucks. He's an annoying
So
guy.
what would happen if they send you an AI photo and was like, hey, can you do this? And you just sent them the AI photo back. You
Dude,
think they would get it? He would
that-
get what he
yeah.
wanted. You just get paid.
This
doing
is
no work.
This is the 3rd time I've been commissioned to basically just redo AI art.
No way.
Yes, sir.
Wow.
The other 2 times, similar thing. The second time was basically this guy wanted a logo, and he gave me the idea. He like typed me the idea, and I jokingly sent back AI art. Like it looked kind of bad. Like it looked fine.
Right.
It looked fine, right? And so then he was like, "Oh,
Well,
actually,
so you type in like into the ChatGPT.
Yes.
Like,
He made
create this
this.
in the style of ChatGPT.
no, like yeah, kind of. Well, I just
Whoa.
like made it clear it was AI art.
Wow,
I like sent
you
it back.
created sentience in AI.
Whoa.
He's like, wait a second.
Who am I? What do I look like? A sexy robot girl? Which is like, yeah, that's what you look like.
Oh yeah.
But basically, I sent that back to him, and he was like, "Actually, no, that looks pretty good. Can you just clean it up?" And I just like traced it.
So
and
you
cleaned
already
it up.
did this.
I did this.
Wow.
So I sent it back, and then another time, a guy reached out to me, and he was like, "Hey, someone made this flyer for me, but it's clearly AI art. Like, I don't want it to look like AI art. Can you just like clean it up?" So I just like traced it all over, got rid of the AI stuff,
That's funny.
and he posted it.
Isn't
yeah.
the problem with AI art
So
is that
funny.
it's like too clean? So when they say like clean this up, do they mean like
Oh no, it's not
dirty
too
it
clean. It like there's like too many fingers.
I
Or like
see.
their heads are all weird. You know what I mean? Like there's like
Yeah, yeah.
the eyes are different sizes and shit. Like it just like it doesn't look normal
Oh right. I
because
see.
they're just like combining a bunch of like pieces of art together. They're like
I see.
meshing it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's really good now. So I
Weird.
feel like they probably won't find that error or issue.
Right. Yeah. It's good enough to ruin
But
elections now.
some say it's been ruining it since
Your cats,
2016.
they're 69ing in there.
They're in love. Let them be in love. So yeah, I think that's funny that this guy fucking's coming at me for AI art, but he fucking sent me AI art, dude.
Wow.
Get off my dick.
That's
dude.
probably how they write music too.
Probably.
They probably just get AI music and then they record themselves playing the song.
Right.
Wow.
So insane.
That's what art's become. That's what art and music has become.
Yeah, it's people cleaning up AI slop.
Are musicians doing that now, you think?
Um,
You think they're getting samples from AI and they're like, oh, hey, that
Probably.
sounds good. I'll just
my
recreate that.
friend for a joke for like a birthday, like his friend's birthday, he made a AI art Drake song. And it sounded a lot like Drake.
I've heard of those.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
I've
just like
listened to
do
those,
that.
Yeah.
Oh, it's huge on like TikTok.
Uh-huh.
It's like the LeBron James stuff. And you heard those? It's like a lot of basketball.
AI
a lot of sports
Drake.
stuff. Yeah.
The song's called PDF File.
Oh, pretty good. Okay. Nice.
There it is.
Needs a child lock on that. All right, so those are two of my 3 blunders that I had.
Oh, I got one.
Oh, okay? Let's hear it.
Bro, it's another Uber story.
Oh,
I'm getting crazy Uber drivers, bro.
Was this recent?
Yeah, this was Sunday. We took an Uber from my girlfriend's place to my place.
Nice.
And then as soon as I get in the car, it's like an SUV.
Uh-huh.
As soon as I get in, the door, it's a little heavier than I expect.
Okay.
So I accidentally slam it.
Okay.
And as soon as
Close.
I slam it,
Yeah.
the guy, I guess he's from Guyana.
Okay.
So he's got like this Caribbean accent.
Okay.
He's like,
Oh, let's hear it.
He
You
goes-
got it.
man, hold on, let me get into it. He goes, hey, what do you have for breakfast, man? Give me some of that. I need what you have for breakfast.
Oh man.
And I was like, oh, sorry, man, I was a little heavy. So he started driving us to our place. This guy,
I like how you like made it a joke. Almost.
yeah. I
That's
mean,
funny.
it probably happens to him all the time.
Yeah.
He's probably has his stock lines.
So
you know,
funny.
what do you have for breakfast?
What do you have for breakfast, man?
Apple Jacks.
Some of those. Give me
Yeah,
some of those
man.
things. You're like jerk chicken.
Yeah. And so we're going up, and then he started, he's hitting us with the classic Uber driver questions. If you're an Asian person, you get into a
Ooh.
car.
Where are you from?
Where are you from? You go,
Yeah.
Seattle, Texas. No, where are you really
Where are you
from?
from? Yeah.
So we tell him, this guy goes
China,
off
Japan.
on a rant
Yeah.
about Asia, blah, blah, blah. Talks about how he's going to China to buy machines from the factories. He's going to ship it to Guyana to create his own companies there, his own AC companies.
Oh, cool.
And he's like, don't tell anybody. I'm like, we won't.
You're just texting your WhatsApp, your Asian society, secret society.
And bro, my girlfriend, she makes the fatal mistake.
Oh.
She couldn't have known.
Okay.
But she's like, oh, that's good. Yeah, you can avoid all the tariffs.
Okay.
Bro.
Normal thing to say, honestly.
Yeah, normal thing to say.
Normal
Totally
saying,
normal,
honestly.
organic way of bringing
Yeah,
that up. But it
topical.
was just a trigger for this dude, man.
Uh-oh.
This guy goes on a fucking 15-minute rant about America.
A tirade on
tariffs.
tariffs.
Bro, this guy had like deep philosophical thoughts on like the economy and stuff.
Oh, no.
And like he was talking about BRICS. Do you know BRICS?
Like drugs, or what do you mean?
No, it's like this new like economic alliance between like Brazil and Russia.
BRIC.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
He's
I've
like,
heard
you
of
don't know
this.
BRICS. I was like,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, I know BRIC. Yeah.
I thought I was going Bruk. He was talking about BRICS.
Oh my God.
He's talking about the bilateral, the two-party system in the
Yeah,
United
yeah.
States. He's like, and this is really funny. He goes, you know what they say in my country? Left cheek, right cheek, all the same crap.
I
Left
love
cheek,
that.
right cheek.
Damn.
Yeah, bro. He was going off.
That's so
dude.
funny. Did he have good ideas, or they're all just dog shit?
He
All
had good
smelled like
ideas. He
crap.
seemed well informed. And he was talking about like
Supply and demand.
yeah, he was talking about that. He was like, you know, in my country, China is developing roads. So my people see the roads, they look at China, they look at them favorably.
Yeah. That's yeah.
But America, all they do is take, all they do is exploit. 20 years live in this country. What democracy have they spread?
This is crazy. I love this accent. That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess he's right, kinda.
Yeah, he's right. Yeah.
Damn.
He was on his shit. He was just but he started getting like angry to where it
Yeah,
started
yeah.
getting scary. He was
Right.
like driving into oncoming traffic.
Oh, he's like, these fucking Americans.
We're like, bro, stop.
No. Not all of them are in New York. Not all of them are Americans. Some of them are Dominican. Some of them are horny
man.
Dominicans.
He was
We gotta
getting
save
so
him.
angry. He got really uncomfortable.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Because you just brought up tariffs. That's so
Bro,
crazy.
you can't bring up the T word.
It's crazy how much he hates America, yet he's here. Like, what are you doing, dude? If you hate it so much.
Well, he's
yeah, I guess he hates the government.
he hates the
more so.
government.
Yeah,
And he's gonna start his own company in Guyana.
that's cool.
Split unit ACs.
Yeah,
So if you're listening to this and you have the
Split
capital, you can
unit.
beat him to it.
yeah. Let's do it. Hey, we
There's
should
an
do
open
that.
market for ACs in Guyana, obviously. And
And in Spain, in Europe,
yeah,
so they stink.
that's why they smell.
I'm not gonna say that about the Guyanese.
Not the Guyanese.
They smell fine.
They smell fine.
But
But
those Europeans.
The Europeans. The
It's not a race
yeah,
thing.
Yeah.
Black people smell fine. Caribbeans smell fine. Caribbean people smell fine.
Yeah.
Damn. I'm sorry you had to go through that. That's funny though.
It's really awkward, and it's
When you-
all my girlfriend's fault.
When you got out of the car, you're like, next time don't ask any questions that even if they're topical and good.
I kind of did say that.
Yeah.
We got out of the car. I was like, bro, you can't bring up tariffs like that.
Next time, like
not
even-
in a Uber, bro. What do you think? What do you think they think about tariffs? You think they're pro tariffs?
Yeah. Of course not. Anything that
Yeah.
costs any money, they're done. They're no. They're
Yeah.
barely making it in this country. Dude, that's so funny.
What else you want to bring up? Congestion pricing
Yeah.
to the Uber driver?
Yeah, I guess that's
Congestion. Congest my ass.
Fewer people are driving Ubers now. 'Cause jerk chicken, jerk government. That Trump guy's a jerk.
Oh my god, he went off on Trump. Yeah, this is crazy. Man.
That's true. Do they have
Very well informed though.
Do they have
Very
jerk
well
chicken in
informed.
Guyana? Maybe.
Jerk chicken in Guyana?
It's more of a Jamaican thing. I feel like. Sorry for
Yeah.
being insensitive.
Probably. It's probably it's probably
some variation
probably
of jerk
crossing
chicken
borders.
exists.
You know
Meat
those
pies, they got
those
meat
jerks
pies.
encroaching borders.
They got rice. They probably have rice. Everyone knows rice, right?
Yeah. What do they call it? Jolly rice?
Yeah, jollof.
Jollof?
Have you had it? It's good.
I'm sure I've had.
I kind of want some soul food now. It sounds tasty. That's funny.
Oh, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
Do you use your rice cooker for anything except like steamed white rice? Do you put other shit in it?
I've tried.
Yeah?
Nah, I don't do it frequently.
I'm not a fan of it. I feel
Really?
like to me, I feel like it fucks up the rice cooker.
Why? It's not getting into the rice cooker.
I don't know. It's just like the stickiness of like sugar or whatever else you're putting in there. It's gonna like evaporate into the machinery of the rice cooker. It's gonna fuck it up.
How? It's just a heating coil.
I don't know. I just don't like it.
It's not based on it. I feel like it's like sacrilegious for you to do.
It
Like
just
it's like
doesn't-
against your morals.
It just doesn't feel right.
It does. You're right. It doesn't feel right. It also doesn't cook as well.
Yeah.
It does do the thing. Like you have that. Do you have that like rice cooker cookbook? Mine came with a rice cooker cookbook.
No, mine didn't come with a book. It just
Okay.
said,
So you can look at cakes and shit.
feel
in
it
there.
out.
Whatever
Ask
the
your
vibes
ancestors.
are. Yeah, ask your ancestors. Pray to them.
Yeah.
However they answer.
Yeah. My rice cooker came with a stick of incense.
Yeah, incense. Yeah.
Incense. Oh, yeah. I always call incense incest.
Incense. Yeah,
I
that's
always
pretty
get it
close.
mixed up. Yeah.
And to incite, I also always say incest.
To incite.
Incite, incest, incend.
That's not gonna help me at all.
I know, I just made it more confusing. But anyway, yeah, it doesn't cook as well, so it's like there's no point in doing it. But I have tried cooking stuff in it. It's kind of just bad. It doesn't come out good.
No,
Like,
I
use a pot.
refuse. I refuse.
Damn.
Yeah.
We
It's
should.
just
Oh, I have a
spits in
fun
the face of everything I
blunder,
believe in.
kind of, based on a roommate that we both shared. Not gonna dox him, but you know who I'm talking about. He used to use my rice cooker all the time. All right, and I thought, hey, that's fine, not a huge deal, right?
Okay.
But here's what he used to do. You know how like when you're cooking or cleaning the rice with water, sometimes it gets on the bottom of the rice, the pot. And you're supposed to dry it off. Do you know this?
Yeah.
He never did. And I told him like, hey man, can you like dry off the bottom of the pot before you put it in? Because he literally never did.
What does it fuck up the heating coil?
Yeah, because it like the water is not supposed to, it's like electric. And it's supposed to,
Right.
like it's gonna cake on a bunch of shit.
I see.
Yeah. The minerals in the water is gonna cake on there.
Yeah.
So then, if you look at it now, you can see burn marks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I told him once, I was like, hey man, can you not do that? And then he's like, yeah, for sure. Like he was totally receptive to it. I'm like, all right, cool. Like literally a week later, I see him just like fucking not dry the bottom, just put it in the rice bag. I'm like, dude, you didn't even do it. He's like, I did. I'm like, I just saw you.
Oh,
You didn't
you
do
guys
it.
got into a little tiff.
A little bit.
Little bicker.
You have to. You
Oh.
gotta call him out. It's my rice cooker.
Yeah, fair.
It's an expensive rice cooker.
Mine's so expensive too.
Yeah, it's like $100+. Like it's
Yeah,
expensive. And I was like,
yeah.
dude, like you didn't. I just literally just saw you didn't do it. He's like, I swear I did it. I'm like, I literally just saw you. He was pushing back. I'm like, dude, it's not your rice cooker. Stop.
Whoa. Damn. He lived with me. We never had this problem.
I know.
I think he feared me. No, honestly,
Fuck.
I sometimes I leave it wet on the bottom too. I'm guilty of that too.
No, I think people don't know about it, which I think is fine. That's why you
Yeah.
tell them like, hey, it's gonna ruin over time. It's gonna ruin the heating coil.
You're the second person to tell me. The first one was my
Yes.
dad,
Okay.
and I just didn't believe him. I thought this was like some
Some bullshit.
old wives' tale
Asian
bullshit.
Yeah.
But I guess this is true,
Yeah, my mom.
and it makes sense.
My mom told
Right.
because she has giant rice cookers at her restaurant.
Yeah.
She's like, you have to dry it off because it's gonna destroy the rice cooker.
Right.
Won't
Yeah.
last as long.
I'm
Kind of a
not
blunder.
a big fan of sharing a rice cooker.
Ooh, interesting. Why?
Yeah. Because not everybody for the same reason, not
Yeah,
everybody
yeah.
takes like proper care of
What
it.
are you okay with sharing a lot of any other stuff in the kitchen?
Yeah, but rice cooker is it's kind of expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially the ones. Yeah, there's
I have a
those-
stainless steel pan. I keep it in my room. I have a big pot and a big pan.
That's really funny.
in my room.
I had a roommate who had a stainless steel pan, had no idea how to use it, always burnt shit like on the surface of it,
yeah.
and so it'd always be soaking out.
Yeah.
So I'd be like, I'm using that shit.
Mine's
nice ass.
pretty fucked up too.
Really?
Yeah.
There's like a layer of like brown.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
What?
I just.
Do you know how to use it?
I don't think I did.
They're famously like easy to learn how to use, but if you don't use them right, you will fuck it up.
Well, how do you? Nobody told me. Everybody told me get a stainless steel pan.
Yeah.
You told me to get a stainless steel pan.
You never looked it
Nobody
up?
told me that there's special.
They're special.
What do you do?
Do you do the water test?
Yeah.
Okay, and then do you do the
The
oil?
Bechdel test. Oh, what's it called? It's like called like
There's like a science name
Odin
for it.
Frost.
Yeah,
or
it's like
something
Odin
that.
Frust.
Yeah.
Yeah, do you do that test? And you put the oil on, and you let the oil sit for a second?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're doing it right. How brown is it? It can't be that brown.
It's pretty brown.
Damn, I
I
don't
but
know, man, you're
that
fucked.
might just be like grease caked on or something.
Yeah, probably that.
Okay, well, do you heat up your pan like on high heat?
Like high, medium high, yeah.
Okay. Because I saw an Instagram reel that says you're not supposed to do that.
Oh yeah, no, you're supposed to get it to a certain temp.
You get it to a certain temp on like low or medium.
That takes forever.
Yeah.
I don't think you have to do that.
I haven't been doing that. Yeah.
Good. All right.
Okay. Well, to be
doesn't
fair, I
matter.
have one roommate. I love my roommates are great. I like my roommates.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
I have one roommate that constantly breaks shit.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And so like some of my more valuable stuff, I just keep in my room. Because
It's like a college fucking dorm.
Yeah.
Damn.
Mhm.
That's funny.
Yeah, you'd be
Your
breaking
life's
shit.
crazy. All right, I'm about to hit 54. Let's see if I have any more blunders. Any more blunders in your life?
Probably.
I feel like this episode's all over the place. We talked about kind of everything. That's why
That's a
why
good
I
thing,
love
right?
us.
It's just a good
Yeah.
vibe.
Oh, I have a small blunder that really fucking pissed me off today. I guess yesterday, but pissed me off.
Let's hear it.
You ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, does it involve me? Did I?
No, you're good. Oh, well, no, that's another
Wait,
time.
Does that involve me?
No, nothing involves you. I'm thinking about involves work.
Okay.
So we have a boba group chat where we order boba as a group sometimes.
What?
Pretty sick, right? Everyone, it's delivery and it's a good deal because like you can split the delivery costs and it's like it's like a normal priced boba,
Sure.
right? And I am the one who sends the group order DoorDash link every time. I'm also the one who sends the receipt every time. I screenshot the receipt. This one everyone owes me, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So usually I go through and I figure out who hasn't paid me, and I send him a GIF like privately, like, "Where's my money?" Like kind of a joke. But it's a GIF. It's like
the bear Jew from Inglourious Bastards.
dude,
with the
kinda,
bat.
yeah, kinda.
Yeah.
It's like the Mandalorian. It's like him with the gun, be like, "Where's my money?"
Where's my money? Yeah.
So it's like kind of jokey. I don't want to make a huge deal of it,
Yeah.
but usually people are like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, I forgot." Like I'll send you the money now, whatever, right?
Right.
So I sent this guy this thing, the GIF, being like, "Hey, where's my money?" And he didn't respond for a day, and I was like getting kind of annoyed with it, and I was like, "All right, maybe I'll give him another day, right? Because he's busy, whatever, right?" He comes back and he goes, "Oh man, I'm so sorry, I forgot. I also forgot how much I owe you. Can you just tell me how much?" And I go, "You motherfucker. You know I send the screenshot every single time. Now you're making me go back to the screenshot for you.
Yeah.
And you're already late in the payment
Right.
to fucking tell you how much you owe me. You do it."
But what do you really say though?
Send
What GIF did you send?
I sent the screenshot.
Oh,
I was like, "Hey, no worries. Here it is." But in my mind, I was stewing, dude. I was
Damn.
fucking pissed. So not only strike one.
I feel like I know your essence now. I feel like I've really learned the core of you. Over
strike
the years of
one, he was a day
podcasting.
late.
Yeah.
Strike two, he told me to go get it, and I'm keeping strikes in my head, and he doesn't even know it. Strike them. I'm gonna do something crazy, dude. I'm gonna do something fucking
Oh,
nuts.
shit, you reminded me of something, but I'll talk about that off air.
Okay.
Damn.
So that's that. Is that annoying of me to keep tabs? Should I be keeping?
No, you're keeping tabs in a literal sense. They owe you money.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's not annoying.
And he made my life hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny that you had such an emotional response to.
Because it's such like a little amount of money.
It is annoying.
It's like $10, $8,
Yeah.
and it's like I'm the guy who's gonna get mad about. But no, it's the principle of him acting this way. It's not about the money.
Yeah.
I can spot it if he wanted me to spot it. Like, hey, I'm low on money. I'm like, no worries. It's on me.
God. What I hate about this story is I'm so the other guy. that is exactly
Don't do
what
that.
I would do. I know, but that's
Don't
exactly
do that.
what I would do.
Just go back. You know. We've been doing this for forever. You know, there's a screenshot where you owe me the money.
Right.
You know exactly what you owe me.
Yeah.
Go find it.
But that takes
You're late.
5 seconds of attention and
Your
focus.
precious
It's not even
time.
time. It's not even time. It's
Yeah.
attention
Right.
that I have to pay.
You're right.
And I'm just not going to do that.
I am the asshole for interrupting his flow.
I would I would rather overpay what I owe
Yeah,
than have to pay attention to something for 10 seconds.
You know what's also really annoying?
Yeah.
He, like, before this all happened, he joined the group chat kind of later, but like after all of us.
Yeah.
And he was so grateful that I was sending out boba. Like, he was like, "Oh, dude, like, thank you so much for doing this. Like, it's so nice of you to do. I'm gonna buy your boba." I'm like, "Dude, you don't have to buy my boba. Like,
You didn't even buy your own boba.
No, this is like months ago.
Oh.
I'm like, "Dude, like, don't even worry about it." Like, he's trying to come off as a good guy, right? He's like,
Right.
"Let me buy your boba," and I'm like, "Don't even worry." Like, it doesn't. It's
In
so
the group
easy.
chat, he's like, "Let me buy your boba."
No. Like,
Oh.
to me in person.
Okay.
I'm like, "No, don't even worry about it. Like, it's so easy for me to do."
Yeah.
And he did it. He sent me like double the money anyway.
Oh.
And I was like, "Okay." He's like trying to be a nice guy.
Mm.
I'm like, "Why don't you be a nice guy now, where you actually owe me money?"
Because
fucking-
well, now it sounds like you owed him a little bit of money.
That's what I think he was trying to like up his niceness, so he knows that like if he fucks up, like, "Oh, I bought you boba that one time." Fuck you, dude.
wow.
Sorry, that's
Wow,
probably not true at all.
Wow, you spiral.
I think it's just funny to spiral at work when there's nothing else really to do.
That's funny. Well,
I'm truly just amused by it. I'm just like, wow, can't believe it.
in a full circle moment, we've gone to talking about work. I think that's
Well, we don't talk about our jobs. We talk about things that happen at work, which is different.
Right.
Because we spend so much time there. That's our life.
Imagine that pediatrician. She's like, you know how much this child owes
He
me?
owes me? Yeah. He's so late on his payments.
I know you have leukemia.
Yeah.
I have... My friends have plays that I need to
Go
attend.
to, yes.
I need to buy tickets for.
And then I'm going to go to Thai Diner after, and that's going to be expensive.
I have a trip to Thailand
Yeah, that
to where I have to deliver a boring speech that nobody will remember.
Damn, I hope she listens and we talk about it. I hope everyone that we have a problem with listens to this and we can like actually hash it out.
Yeah.
Because that'll bring me peace.
I think they like me. I think those girls like me.
I'm the only one who has problems with that. Honestly, all in my head. They probably don't even think about me at all.
All right. Well, should we sign off?
That was
Any dates you want to get off your chest?
Any dates? No, I'm a taken man. I have one girlfriend. Dates? Get it? I'm sorry. This comes out next week. No, I have like nothing really going on, to be honest.
Me neither. That's the pod.
June 8th, off menu, Union Hall, come through. That's the only thing that's really excited about.
Yeah. I think they'll have a chance to.
That's months away. All
That's
right.
it. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye. Have an amazing week.